What's up, everyone? Welcome to another Nerd Talk video. This one's going to be a little bit different. Obviously, this week has been a little bit dry on the nerd side of things. Yes, I know about the Spider-Man Brand New Day leaks. And no, I have not watched the trailer that has leaked online. I'm waiting for it to come out. Yeah, apart from the leaking, all the leaks and everything, there's not really much else to talk about nerd-wise. I thought, let's do something a little bit different. I rewatched recently all of the MCU projects, like every single MCU project. So the timeline order that was shown on Disney Plus, that's how I watched it. After rewatching every single project, I then decided in this little notebook to make my little notes and my rankings of these movies, because I've never actually ranked any of the MCU movies. So this is my MCU tier list, ladies and gentlemen. Let's bring this up here. Oh shit, I still got Photoshop open. Hold on. We have a little we have a list of every single MCU project that has released to this date. Obviously we've got Brand New Day and we do have Avengers Doomsday on here. I know they haven't come out yet, but I am going to be pre-ranking them, sort of like predicting my ranking in a way for those movies. Other than that, we've got every other MCU project, including TV shows. The ranking system is from cinema, so that is S tier, amazing, which is A tier, and good, which is B tier, it's okay, which is C tier, mid, which is D tier, ass, which is F tier, and then should not exist is my own custom tier, you know, projects that should never have been released. So I think first of all, we've got Captain America First Avenger. Where is that? So Captain America 1, I put it down as good. I watched this, right? Because we all know and love Chris Evans as Captain America. If you have seen the MCU, it wasn't a bad movie. It wasn't the best either. It does have its problems, but some of the stuff with the CGI with Chris Evans being on that skinny guy still holds up. It's a solid introduction to Cap, and it's an enjoyable movie, but there's obviously there's definitely better movies in the MCU, and there's definitely worse MCU movies than this one. So it's going in good tier. All right, next up we got the first Iron Man. Now with Iron Man 1, obviously started the MCU. Robert Downey Jr. as Tony Stark will always be a perfect casting. To be fair, the visual effects on the suit, on the Iron Man suit, is better than some of the effects today in current MCU. It does have its problems. I didn't really enjoy Ironmonger. He was kind of just mid, but it's a solid origin for Iron Man. Again, RDJ is great as Tony Stark. Perfect casting, and obviously this movie started the MCU, so it's got to go, it's got to have its respects. I'm not putting it in cinema, but I am putting it in amazing. Thor 1. Now with Thor 1, so the first Thor, I put it as it's okay. Solid introduction to Asgard, to Thor, Loki, Odin, all this fucking space god stuff. So just to go from Earth stuff happening to just jump to Asgard, and then somehow make it link together as well. I thought, you know, it shouldn't work, but it does. Chris Hemsworth as Thor, obviously perfect casting. Again, those blonde dyed eyebrows and the dyed beard, that was not it, chief. Loki, Tom Hiddleston, again, perfect casting. Again, there's better MCU movies out there, but there's definitely worse MCU projects out there as well. So next up, we've got Iron Man 2. So with Iron Man 2, I put it's okay. I put it in it's okay. You know, it's not a good movie. It's not the best movie, but it does have some top tier moments. Again, the visual effects are great. You know, the story, the villain, not really that good. Some really good action shots though in this movie, and the CGI definitely holds up well. So I'm putting it in it's okay. You know, it's not a terrible movie. RDJ carries it. We get Scarlett Johansson in this as well as Black Widow. I'm not gonna lie, I really hope my wife don't see this, but she is hot in this movie. Justin Hammer has some funny moments, but he's just a cringe guy, bro. Whiplash is not the best villain, but he did give us the best Iron Man suit up scene in the MCU, in my opinion. All right, next up, we've got the Incredible Hulk. Now, this one, again, I'm gonna put at it's okay. Low-key, this is an underrated movie. The CGI is definitely off at times, you can definitely tell. The movie does feel like it drags out sometimes as well, but as soon as the Hulk appears, oh brother, it's peak. Ed Norton as Bruce Banner doesn't really work for me the same way Mark Ruffalo Bruce Banner does. He's not really, Ed Norton isn't really who I picture as Bruce Banner. It's more Mark Ruffalo. Then again, that probably is because he's been Bruce / the Hulk for like over a decade now. Next up, we've got Captain Marvel. Like I said, this is in the timeline or the MCU canon timeline order according to Disney Plus. That's why Captain Marvel's next. Okay, so Captain Marvel, honestly, kind of mid, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, it's just low-key a boring movie. I mean, I like Brie Larson's Captain Marvel, but this movie is so boring. Rewatched it recently and I still barely remember what happens in that movie. Also, Nick Fury loses his eye to a cat, Lurkin. That makes the line in Captain America the Winter Soldier so fucking meaningless. Ladies and gentlemen, we have our first cinema at Avengers 1. Bro, for me, this movie is perfect. Mark Ruffalo as Bruce Banner works so well in this movie. The Hulk, the best looking Hulk that we have ever had in the MCU to this date. He genuinely feels terrifying on that one helicarrier scene, bro. It's like a horror movie. Again, Robert Downey Jr. is perfect as Tony Stark, as he always is. Phil Coulson being the reason they actually work as a team in the end was so good. Kind of gets underdone with Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., but I don't know if Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. is actually canon to the MCU yet or not. Thor in this movie works so much better than in his first one and the second one. And Loki really do be the god of mischief in this movie. The whole Battle of New York genuinely feels like a battle. I'm pretty sure the whole sequence in the movie lasts like an hour long. The comedy in the movie isn't even forced either. It doesn't feel forced, unlike some current other MCU projects. Bro, Avengers is so good. If you haven't rewatched that movie, give it a rewatch, bro. Ladies and gentlemen, we got our first ass ranking. Thor: The Dark World. This movie is super boring. The villain, The romance, It does introduce the ether, which is obviously Reality Stone, but it's just super forgettable. I don't even remember what happens in half of that movie. I mean, the only thing that really works for me is the Thor and Loki dynamic. Other than that, the movie is dog shit. All right, next up, we have got Iron Man 3. I'm putting this at it's okay. I put it above Incredible Hulk and Iron Man 2, to be honest. Loki, very overhated movie. Robert Downey Jr. carries as Tony. Rhodey shines a lot more in this movie as well. Really does do a good job of showing Tony's PTSD from the events of the first Avengers movie. The whole Mandarin thing was kind of weird, but it did give us one of the best original MCU characters, Trevor Slattery. Seeing Shang-Chi and Wonder Man, I ain't mad at now. I ain't mad at it. Kind of a misleading ending though with that movie. I think it was supposedly due to Robert Downey Jr. not being sure whether he was going to come back as Iron Man or not. Yeah, Iron Man 3, it's okay. Oof, we got another cinema. Captain America the Winter Soldier. Now I'm gonna put this above Avengers 1 because it is so good, bro. Oh my god, the elevator scene, everything works in this movie. Bucky as the Winter Soldier feels terrifying when he first appears and has so many aura moments. The introduction of Falcon is so cool. Black Widow gets so much more to do in this movie. The elevator scene alone is some of the best fucking stuff Captain America does. Zola, Hydra hiding in the shadows, fight choreography between... Oh, bro. Also name drops Doctor Strange in this movie as well.
Bruce Banner, Stephen Strange, anyone who's a threat.
But yeah, absolute cinema. Is... Oh my god, it was so good rewatching that. We also have another cinema, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 1. This movie brought a group from the comics that no one knew about and made them one of the favorite groups in the entire MCU. Cinema. I don't like it as much as Avengers 1, so I am putting it below that, but it's still really good movie. James Gunn cooked in this movie. You know, Rodan wasn't the best villain. I won't lie. But I love this movie. Also, we get a little bit more Thanos in this movie, which is great. And the soundtrack is unmatched. All right, next up, we got another, we got Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. This one is not as good as the first one. Some jokes didn't really land as well. I do love Baby Groot in this though. The Rocket and Yondu dynamic is something I didn't know I needed, but you know, I welcomed it with open arms. I won't lie. Just for it to be thrown away. Yondu, don't go to the light. That scene alone was cinema. It's a good movie. It's not a bad movie, don't get me wrong. It's got some issues in it, but it's not a bad movie. There's worse movies out there. All right, this one may get controversial here. I'm not sure what everyone's takes are on this. Avengers Age of Ultron, I'm putting it at good, and I'm putting it above Guardians 2. Say what you want about this movie, Quicksilver was 100% done dirty, but we get more Hawkeye development, which is nice. Bruce and Natasha's romance is kind of weird, but okay. But we do get James Spader as Ultron, who some of the dialogue in this movie is some of the best dialogue from any villain.
I think a lot about meteors, the purity of them. Boom, the end, start again. The world made clean for the new man to rebuild. I was meant to be new. I was meant to be beautiful.
I was supposedly getting more James Spader Ultron in Vision Quest. Yeah, Ultron was great villain. I really enjoyed him as a villain. Vision also introduced, as well as Scarlet Witch, two very important characters. Literally sets up the Sokovia Accords. Bro, I will defend this movie till the day I die. Hulk going to Sakaar. Everything that happened in Sokovia, leading to the Avengers breaking up, leading to them losing in Infinity War. I don't get the hate that this movie gets. I really don't. Yes, I get the pacing issues, weird romance with Bruce and Natasha, spotty CGI moments sometimes, but overall it's a good movie. Hulkbuster versus the Hulk. All right, next up we've got Ant-Man 1. These Ant-Man movies do not get better after the first one. I really enjoyed Ant-Man 1. It's okay. It's definitely the best Ant-Man movie. The visuals are cool as fuck when he's shrinking. The story was mid. The villain was kind of but not bad movie. Not a bad movie at all. There's definitely worse movies out there. Next up, we've got Captain America Civil War. I really do love this movie. I think there is something that's stopping me from putting it in the cinema category. I'm definitely putting it above Iron Man 1. I think this movie is, I do really love this movie. The Sokovia Accords, Team Cap versus Team Iron Man, Black Panther's introduction works so well in this movie. Baron Zemo is such a good villain. He has no powers. He's not an alien. He's just a man trying to get justice for his family, which again connects to Age of Ultron. And we also get Tom Holland's Spider-Man in this movie. It's just such a good introduction. In this movie is the best version of Spider-Man we have gotten in live action. He's just perfect in this movie. It's really hard for me to put it in cinema because I just think there is something that is missing from it. Next up, we have Black Widow. I'm putting this as mid. I would rather watch Captain Marvel over Black Widow. The writing in the movie is sloppy. CGI is bad. Really, you know, we should have had a Black Widow movie like years before we actually got one. After we've already seen Black Widow die in cinemas in Endgame, they released a Black Widow movie after she's already dead in MCU canon. I don't get, we should have had it before, well, between Avengers 1 and Age of Ultron. Also, Taskmaster in this movie was done dirty. There's some positives to this movie. We do get introduced to Yelena and Red Guardian, which are very good additions to the MCU. Other than that, it is just very forgettable. Next up, we got Black Panther. I'm gonna put it at amazing. Really is an amazing fucking movie. It's got such a good story, so much emotion behind it. Killmonger is one of the MCU's best villains. Chadwick Boseman was perfect as T'Challa. Rest in peace. The only reason I'm not putting it in cinema, the final fight CGI was like PS3 levels, and some of the jokes also were kind of cringy. But other than that, it was a good movie. It was a really good movie. Spider-Man Homecoming, it's okay, but I would rather watch Iron Man 3 over Homecoming. I am lower on Homecoming than some people, but this does not feel like a Spider-Man movie. Not a fan of the suit either in this movie, but the eyes are cool. One of the things that triggers me about this movie, Washington Monument. Bro said he's scared of heights. I get this is a new a rookie Spider-Man. He's only had his powers for like 6 months, 6-7 months. Kill me. Brother, you are Spider-Man. You are swinging around Queens and New York on a daily. How are you scared of heights? Michael Keaton as the Vulture was the best part of this movie. Car scene in this movie between Michael Keaton and Tom Holland, so good. The twist of him being Liz's dad, I did not see that coming. I saw that in cinema, my jaw dropped. Now again, I know rookie Spidey, but Iron Man saves him too much in this movie, bro. There's no mention of Uncle Ben by name. But yeah, overall, I'm lower on Homecoming than some people. I put it at it's okay. It's a good MCU movie. It's not a good Spider-Man movie. All right, next up we've got the first Doctor Strange. I'm putting this at good. I rewatched this recently. The visuals was so good. The visuals in this movie was fucking insane. The comedy does hit most moments, but it does miss sometimes. Benedict Cumberbatch as Doctor Strange is, again, perfect casting. There's some solid emotional moments in this movie. It's a solid movie. I'm not gonna, it's a good movie. All right, next up we've got Thor Ragnarok. I'm putting it at amazing. Honestly, I put it above Iron Man 1 and Black Panther. I love Ragnarok, okay? I will always love this movie. It's funny, it's emotional when it needs to be, and the visuals are some of the best visuals in the MCU in my opinion. Thor's powers look so good in this movie. Loki is great in this as well. Korg is great comedic relief, and Hela, great villain. Kate Blanchett kills it as Hela. The writing was low-key good. What happened, Taika Waititi? I see a lot of people talking about Ragnarok just being exactly like Love and Thunder. It's not. Next up, we have the second Ant-Man movie, Ant-Man and the Wasp. Yeah, not much to say about this movie. The Wasp is a good addition. There's some funny moments, but genuinely, I couldn't tell you what this movie's about, I'm gonna be honest. It's that forgettable. So I'm putting it in mid. We have got another cinema Avengers Infinity War. This movie, I'm putting it above Winter Soldier. This is still, in my opinion, the best MCU movie of all time and one of the best comic book movies of all time. I still remember the feeling leaving the cinema after seeing that. Infinity War ends, everyone fucking dusted, Thanos wins, we have to wait another year for Endgame. Everyone leaves the cinema, including me, just silent. The pacing, the story, the emotional moments, how everything just comes together. My only nitpick about this movie is there's not a lot of Hulk in this movie. I'm putting this at amazing. It's Avengers Endgame. We're putting Avengers Endgame in amazing. Now, would I put it at cinema probably when it first came out? Absolutely. It's been a while since it's come out now. And the movie's not perfect, I'm gonna be honest. Endgame has the highest highs of the MCU. It has the main trio versus Thanos. It has Cap picking up Jonathan. Cap literally stands against a whole army from space, ready to fucking go and stand against them on his own. It has the portal scene, it has the final battle, the I am Iron Man moment, Tony's funeral, but the movie does have its problems again with the pacing, the Smart Hulk. Look, I wouldn't be mad at Smart Hulk, okay, if they showed us the transformation. He's just Bruce at the start of the movie, right? And then we get a 5-year time jump, and all of a sudden he is this Smart Hulk, and he's fucking dabbing. Damn. Shut the fuck up! That's my only nitpick though. Other than that, I love Endgame. The cinema experience, seeing that movie, I will always look back on it. It was insane. Spider-Man Far From Home. I'm putting it at it's okay. Do you know what? I would put it below Homecoming. I have my problems with Homecoming. I have a lot more problems with Far From Home. Throughout the entire movie, he's just making dumb mistakes, like stupid mistakes. He gives Mysterio these fucking $1 billion fucking AI weapons glasses stuff after barely knowing him for about a day. Like, I get they were going with a Peter needs a break from superhero stuff due to Morning Tony, but come on, bro. I'll give props where props are due. Jake Gyllenhaal as Mysterio was great. I didn't like him technically being an Iron Man villain, but the scene of Spider-Man taking on the drones by just using his spider sense, it's kind of big. I'm not gonna lie, it's kind of big. However, I refuse to call it his Peter Tingle. No, I gotta give the credit where credit's due. The post-credit scene sets up one of the best Spider-Man movies of all time. You can hate on Far From Home all you want, but you gotta watch it before you watch No Way Home. All right, next up, we have WandaVision. Yeah, I love the show. I'd put it there. It was pretty good. I'm not gonna lie, it was amazing. Really develops Wanda, Scarlet Witch, as a character, and the whole Westview being controlled, like the whole Westview thing, and everyone being controlled by Wanda without her actually realizing it, and then slipping in and out occasionally of reality is kind of cool as well. It's like, oh shit. Catherine Hahn as Agatha was, again, top tier casting. She kills it as Agatha. I remember when these episodes were coming out weekly and everyone was just speculating about Mephisto, bro. Now, my only issues why it's not in cinema is the Evan Peters Quicksilver thing. They get Evan Peters, the guy who plays Quicksilver in the Fox X-Men movies, to come back to play a fake version of Scarlet Witch's brother, to find out that his name is actually just Ralph Boner. It's a Boner joke. Other than that, I can't really fault the show. It's pretty good. Next up, we have Falcon and Winter Soldier. I'm putting this as good. Mixed opinions about it. It's not a bad show, don't get me wrong. It is not a bad show. There are worse shows out there. We are getting to them, don't worry. You know, Sam and Bucky's dynamic is peak. Also introduces John Walker, US agent. John killing someone with Cap's shield was, honestly, when I first saw that, I was like, damn, holy shit, this got dark. But the finale was very underwhelming. Also do get Isaiah Bradley, very strong part of the show. I did like his character. The villains, Flag Smashers, mid. Loki season 1, I'm putting at cinema. Season 1, I loved every bit of this, bro. TVA was explained really well. Owen Wilson's Mobius is a great addition. Sylvie was great in this, and all the Loki variants in the Void. Alioth visuals were insane, bro. He Remains Loki was fun, but kind of terrifying. Like Jonathan Majors was cooking with this until he wasn't. And then obviously with Loki season 2, I can't give it the cinema. I'll put it above WandaVision now. Keep some aspects of season 1, but the story is sometimes confusing. They made the finale work well, considering all the controversy with Jonathan Majors at the time, and Loki becoming the god of stories and literally holding the multiverse together. Peak visuals, peak storytelling, and we're gonna see him in Avengers Doomsday again. Shang-Chi, I'm putting this at amazing. Such a refreshing story for the MCU, especially at the time when Marvel were kind of dropping stuff. Wenwu was such a good villain. Get a lot of background of the Ten Rings organization, and Talo. Trevor returns. Fight choreography is some of the best fight scenes in the MCU. The only nitpicky thing with me with this movie that stops it being absolute cinema is Aquafina. She's annoying. Also, the post-credit scene has led nowhere, at least for now, unless somehow Doomsday explains it. All right, next up we have got Spider-Man No Way Home. I'm putting it at my number 3. It's my number 3. It's not a perfect movie. I will say that it's not a perfect movie. The bad, from the start to halfway through the movie, it still kind of gives that John Watts Homecoming vibe. Peter's still making dumb mistakes and decisions by getting Doctor Strange to do a fucking memory wipe spell on the world before actually speaking to the college, and then fighting Doctor Strange. I get it. I do get it for the plot, and I get that he wants to give him a second chance. At this point, it's multiverse. I'd let Doctor Strange handle it. I'm gonna be honest. The moment the movie becomes absolute peak is as soon as his Spidey sense kicks off in that apartment. As soon as you hear that little fucking ringing on the Spidey sense and the camera starts fucking zooming out and focus or zooming in or whatever it does on Tom Holland, this movie becomes a whole different fucking Spider-Man movie. This movie stops becoming an MCU movie and actually focuses on it being a Spider-Man movie. I love everything about this movie once they enter the apartment. I cry every time it gets to Aunt May's death. No Way Home is also the most rewatchable MCU movie in my opinion. My goats Andrew and Toby return, and the ending of No Way Home really does set up Tom Spidey to be the Spider-Man that we know and love, which we will hopefully see in Spider-Man Brand New Day. It's going up in cinema. All right, next we've got Eternals. I'm putting this as it's okay. It's not a bad movie, but it's not a good one either. Makari is definitely the highlight of this movie for me, but other than that, it's genuinely just forgettable. But yeah, and Harry Styles as Star Fox at the end. What are we doing? Next, we're moving on to Hawkeye. He's going in, it's okay. Kate Bishop is great. I love the tie-in to the Avengers 1 with Clint's PTSD. There's some moments, like flashback moments of when Clint was Ronin through while everyone was like blipped. Yeah, it really does spend a lot more time with Hawkeye. Really develops him more as a character, and it does a good job at showing Clint's sadness for losing Natasha. And we also do get Kingpin come back, but he is way too goofy in this, I'm not gonna lie. Yelena was great in this too. It was okay. The finale was just kind of mid. Moon Knight, yikes. I want to love Moon Knight so much. It's okay. Oscar Isaac did really well with what he was given. The suit, though, I do like the suit. All right, next up, we have got Doctor Strange, Multiverse of Madness. It's okay. It's got some moments in there that are pretty cool, you know. It's directed by Sam Raimi. You got some cool visual moments in there. You got some cool fucking horror moments with Scarlet Witch. This movie had so much potential. It's literally Multiverse of Madness. You're using this movie to explore the multiverse, but you barely explore the multiverse in this movie. Next up, we have got Miss Marvel, and again, this is going in, it's okay. I would definitely put it above I put it above Moon Knight, I won't lie, and I put Doctor Strange above Moon Knight too. It's an okay show. Iman Vellani is great, is perfect as Kamala Khan. I did like the vibe of the show and the stuff with the Department of Damage Control, but other than that, it's kind of mid. CGI was kind of spotty, and they changed how her powers work. Why? Oh, there it is. Thor, Love and Thunder. Ass. What was this movie, man? Like, it's... The only good parts I can really say about this movie is Christian Bale as Gore the God Butcher. He did what he could with what he had. Some visuals were right, you know, the black and white scene was cool to see visually, but other than that, this movie is just dog shit. Next up, we have I Am Groot. I Am Groot. There's not really much to say about this. It's a fun little show. Nothing major, really. I think it was mostly made for kids. But there's not much else to say about it. I can put it in probably mid. All right, next up, we got She-Hulk. I'm putting it mid. I won't lie, some episodes I enjoyed, but what the fuck was that finale, bro? Also, Bruce's Hulk not being able to stop a Jeep, but is able to throw a rock into space. Make that make sense. Another thing I will say that I did enjoy was when Daredevil showed up. I did not like the yellow suit though. Next up, we have got Werewolf by Night. I'm putting this at amazing. This was surprising for me. I didn't think that I was going to enjoy this, but I'll admit this was pretty fucking good. It really makes me want more supernatural stuff in the MCU. All right, next up we got Black Panther Wakanda Forever. I'm putting this at amazing. I'm putting it above Black Panther 1. I really love this movie. This movie made me cry so many times. Namor was a great villain in my opinion. Bro was moving different in that movie, man. Also, we get the post-credit scene, which made me cry as well. T'Challa's son being revealed. My only reason that isn't in the absolute cinema tier is because of some of the pacing is kind of off. Some of the CGI was a bit spotty in some parts, and Riri Williams kind of did annoy me in this movie. All right, Guardians of the Galaxy Holiday Special is next. It's okay. It doesn't really do anything for the story apart from catch us up with the Guardians before Guardians 3 comes out. You know, it did what it needs to do. It's a Christmas special. Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania. When I tell you I didn't think it could get worse after Love and Thunder, I was fucking wrong. Garbage, bro. I mean, honestly, some of the worst writing ever. And MODOK being wasted like that? Come on, Marvel. Also, Kang being built up to be this big multiversal threat just to be defeated by ants. Okay, buddy. We are on What If. So season 1. We'll start with season 1. I'll put it at it's okay. It had some solid episodes. Loved the Marvel Zombies episode. Loved the Supreme Strange episode. It had so much potential. This show had so much potential. Season 2, unfortunately, is just worse, bro. It's mid. It's so mid. And then we get to season 3. That's going in ass. The Watcher battle at the end? Okay, no. We bring it back home with Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. This is going in cinema. This movie had me on edge the entire time. I cried so many times. The High Evolutionary in this movie as well is a top tier villain. James Gunn kills it with the Guardians trilogy. We've got, oh god, we're just gonna put, I'm not even gonna say it. I'm not even gonna say it. I'm gonna move it into that fucking category. Secret Invasion. No, you know what? I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna talk about it. What happened? As soon as they announced it as a Disney Plus show, I knew they were gonna fumble it. But I did not expect them to fucking create something that somehow managed to waste Samuel L. Jackson, waste the whole Secret Invasion concept, waste the scrolls, and leave us with one of the most overpowered characters in MCU history. And we just pretend that she doesn't exist. I would rather they retcon this show and do a proper Avengers Secret Invasion. So we're just gonna all pretend that this Secret Invasion show just doesn't exist. Are we all in agreement? All right, next up, we have got the Marvels. Low-key, it's okay. It's okay. I would rather watch it over What If and Eternals. I'd watch it all over all of these. The Marvels really isn't a bad movie. All right, next up we got Echo. Yeah, no, that's ass. I saw the first episode. I saw Daredevil. I was like, oh shit. Okay, we about to get some fucking crazy peak street level fight stuff. That is not what we got, boys. All right, next up we got X-Men 97 season 1. Season 1, I am putting it as fucking cinema. It is emotional, character driven, actual stakes. You feel for every mutant, including Magneto. Gambit sacrifice, the cameos too, crazy. All right, next up we have got Deadpool and Wolverine. Okay, listen, this movie has problems. I'm putting it in amazing only because, right, hear me out. Is this movie a cameo fest? Kinda. Does this movie still work? Absolutely. Bro, this movie still has one off, if not the best opening credits in any MCU project. I never thought I needed Deadpool dancing to NSYNC while killing TVA agents, but I did. Hugh Jackman still kills it as Wolverine to this day. Bro's been doing it for I don't even know how long now.
They're gonna make him do this till he's 90.
The only thing I am annoyed about is that they teased us with Hulk versus Wolverine, bro. Also, some CGI moments are a bit eh. Cassandra Nova was a good villain. I really enjoyed her as a villain. And when Hugh Jackman put that comic accurate mask on,
it was perfect. Perfect. Everything down to the last minute details.
All right, next up we got Agatha All Along. I'm putting this in good. It's definitely above Falcon and Winter Soldier. This show really surprised me. I mean, we all knew the kid was gonna be Billy Maximoff, right? We all knew that. They also name dropped Mephisto for the first time in this show, and we also get Lady Death. If only Thanos knew Lady Death was around, he probably wouldn't have lost in Endgame, I'm not gonna lie. Next up we have got Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man season 1. This show, I'm putting it above I'm putting it in amazing, and I'm putting it above Deadpool and Wolverine. I was skeptical at first with this show, but the story, the way it interconnects with moments from the MCU but makes it its own thing, with Oscorp, Norman Osborn, and the Scorpion was so menacing in this, man. Oh man, I really hope Scorpion in Brand New Day is somewhat like this version of Scorpion, because bro was on demon time. All right, next up we got Captain America Brave New World. Yeah, I was really hoping for a lot more from this movie. The trailer was really good. The movie itself is so underwhelming, so I gotta put it in it's okay. I don't know, maybe I put it above Eternals. I give it benefit of doubt. It just felt like a Hulk movie but without the Hulk. But I did love the Red Hulk scene. I just love seeing an angry, savage version of a Hulk. We are moving on to Daredevil Born Again season 1 and season 2. Starting off with season 1, I'm gonna put that in good. It does have its good moments. It has some really strong moments, but ballsy as fuck killing Foggy off in the first fucking episode on the opening scene. Kingpin after Echo, you know, he's sort of like, oh, Kingpin's a bitch, he's a fraud, he's on fraud watch. Not anymore. It did have some pacing issues. I know there was a lot of like creative differences behind the scenes. I think there was like 2 different teams of people working on season 1. I didn't really like Heather in that, and I didn't like how Muse was handled. But other than that, it was a solid, you know, it was a solid return for Daredevil. I mean, it was Charlie Cox's Daredevil after thinking it was cancelled on Netflix. And then we get to season 2. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, I'm putting season 2 at amazing. I'm putting it above Loki season 2. I'm putting it above Black Panther. I'm putting it above Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man. I'll even put it above Shang-Chi. It's amazing. The Daredevil suit was beautiful. The story was really good. The action was so much better than season 1. Every bullseye scene in this season was peak. The ending did kind of fall flat though. I'm still hyped for season 3. Fucking season 2 shows Jessica Jones coming back, and then at the end it shows Luke Cage, which means Iron Fist is coming back too, which means we're getting the Defenders back. All right, next up we got Thunderbolts. I put this at amazing as well. I put this above Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man. This is a surprise for me. I didn't know how good this movie was going to be, but this was good. Yelena carries this movie. John Walker is cocky, but still felt, you know, you still feel something for these characters. Like, Taskmaster gets done dirty again, bro. Hopefully there will be a proper Taskmaster in the future. All right, next up, we have got Ironheart. I'm putting this at good. I would definitely put it above Falcon and Winter Soldier. I put it below Agatha all along. I did not think I would enjoy this, considering I thought Riri Williams was super annoying in Black Panther Wakanda Forever. I really enjoyed this. The visuals were cool to see. The Hood was a very cool villain, and the best part of this show was the Mephisto reveal. Give me Ghost Rider right fucking now, bro. Eyes of Wakanda is next. This show, I'm putting it at good as well. I would definitely put it above Falcon and Winter Soldier and Ironheart. I put it even above Agatha. This show was actually really good. I really loved the animation, the different stories, and how it all connected to Black Panther 1. The way they mixed the history of Wakanda into the actual history of the world was very cool to see. I really enjoyed this show. It was really good. All right, next up we've got Marvel Zombies. This, I really want to fucking put it in cinema, but I gotta put it in amazing, because it was amazing. I'm not gonna lie. Again, I was not expecting to like this. This felt like Avengers Infinity War, but zombies. And the fact that the end is still a question mark, love it. This show literally made me care about all these new characters, like Kamala. We had Moon Knight Blade, and we get a fucking Infinity Hulk versus a zombie Thor. Oh my days. It was just peak. Next up, we have got Fantastic Four First Steps. Fantastic Four First Steps, when this was announced, I was like, okay, you know, it's proper MCU thing. They might do it some justice. Yeah, I mean, it was good. It was really good, to be honest. I wouldn't put it in amazing. I would definitely put it above Daredevil Born Again Season 1. I wouldn't put it above Guardians 2. Look, I loved the story. I loved it. It's not really hard to beat the other Fantastic Four movies when they were all okay at best, but this was a refreshing take, you know. I liked it. It was obviously set on a different, you know, in a different universe. I love the story. I love Galactus. He was actually menacing and huge and comic accurate in this, which was great. He was on a cloud. I love that. It's hopefully not the last time we see Galactus. I would love to see Galactus again. And the Latveria teases, as soon as I saw that Latveria empty chair, I was like, oh shit. And then the post-credit scene showing Doctor Doom with Franklin, hype. So Fantastic Four, I'm putting it in good. You know, it does have its problems sometimes. At some points there's like some moments where it's just completely CGI baby, and you can just see CGI baby, and there's some pacing issues, there's some that I didn't really enjoy, but overall, not a bad movie. Next up, we got Wonder Man. Amazing. I'm putting it below Daredevil Born Again Season 2. Wonder Man was so refreshing, bro. I didn't know, but I found out before it actually released that Destin Daniel Cretton, the guy who directed Shang-Chi and is directing Spider-Man Brand New Day, he was involved with this. It is a lot less superhero stuff and more character driven. Trevor's in this. He's brilliant in this, man. Oh my god. Trevor and Simon's relationship carries the show, showing his powers visually, but also, you know, not explaining them really, sort of leaving that mystery, that possibility that he could be a mutant. And the scene where Trevor is talking with Simon about what makes him who he is, beautiful. And the finale fucking stuck the landing. Final ranking for an MCU project that is actually out at the moment, Punisher One Last Kill. I was excited for this, but I was kind of let down. There were some good moments, and the action felt very like John Wick inspired, but it had some wonky PS3 CGI shots, and the storyline could have used some more time to breathe. It was okay. I would definitely put it probably above Moon Knight. I definitely put it above What If. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is my MCU tier list. When you actually look at the MCU as a whole, right, at every single project, there's not really that much ass. There's 6 mid projects, there's 5 ass projects, and 1 project that we just pretend doesn't exist. Again, this is all my opinion. Let me know how you guys would rank it in the comments. I'm very curious to know your opinions on some of these MCU projects. Anyways, guys, that is going to be it from me. I've been recording for nearly 2 hours. Yeah, thank you all for watching. Thank you for taking the time to check out my tier list for the MCU. Let me know if you would rank these any differently, if you agree with some, maybe if you want to challenge me in the comments. Absolutely go for it. I'm always open for discussions. I will see you in the next video. Peace.